Hey, this is Jeannine. This is Friday's Fitness Corner. Welcome. We're at Studios Fitness and Dance in Wellesley. Last week I did some stretches for the lower body, and then we were talking and we thought maybe we should conquer a little bit of foam rolling this week, which I think is a good idea. Now, in the past, I've actually done clinics here for foam rolling on the cross ball and how to use them for self-myofascial release, which is basically self-massage using trigger points and pressure points, and it helps to release tension in the body that we get just because we're busy and active and we're rock stars. So what are you gonna do if you're a rock star? You just gotta foam roll. So the class is usually like a good hour, and we get into it foot to head, and then we get in with the lacrosse ball. But today, I'm just gonna go over some basics with the foam roller. I think it's something everybody should really figure out how to use. Usually, if you get a foam roller, it'll come with some sort of a DVD or a chart or something that will explain, basics of how to use it. So that's what I'm gonna do for you guys. So this is a half round, or not a half round, this is a half length, I should say. It comes both full length and half length. For storage, it's the only difference, all right? There is a couple things that you can do on the full length that you can't do on this little half, but this is perfect for about 99% of what we need. So I'm gonna start from the bottom up, and I'm gonna use it on my calf. So I wanna start out with my hip externally rotated, and you have to hold yourself up, which is kind of a pain in the butt, or a pain in the shoulders actually, and the wrists a little bit after a while. We're gonna roll back and forth. I don't know if you guys can see, I'll turn this way a little bit. I use the other foot to sort of guide it where I want it. And we're gonna go all the way to full length of the calf. And we have that gastrocnemius under there. I know, big words, guys, big words, but it's got two heads to it. And right in the back, where the seams meet, it can kind of feel a little oogie, but I like to focus more on, now I internally rotate, the two heads themselves. So I'm trying to relax the part of my body that I'm rolling on the roller as much as possible. If I don't feel any tightness or knots here, I'm just gonna go to the other leg. And I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna go for those two heads of that gastroc. I'm going on external rotation here. My hands, my shoulders, and my wrists are getting a little bit pissy, but it's okay, it's not that bad yet. You can always take a break. And I don't really have much going on in the calf, so that's kind of cool. So now we move up. See, if you don't find anything, you just move on. You don't have to spend a lot of time. It's nice. So now we're going to go into the hamstrings. So again, one leg at a time. This time, on the hamstring. Oh, there's some loving there necessary. Okay, so with this, I'm just going to internally rotate, go right for that bicep and the straight back, and then externally rotate, and I'm looking for soreness. And ooh, I found me a bunch! A lot of soreness. And I'm just going to sort of hang out. If you find a spot that's really bad, stay on it and take a deep breath. See if you can relax a little further into the knot. It'll help. Switching sides, go to the other leg. All right, looking, I can't even talk. I'm looking for the same kind of thing, and there's a spot right there. See, not necessarily going to be the same from one day to the next. It's not necessarily going to be the same from one side to the next either. So it just depends on what you've been up to. From there, it gets easier and easier on the hands and the wrists because we move this further up the body, right? So now, I'm going to do my glute. Whatever side I'm gonna conquer, I'm gonna cross that leg over onto the top. So this is my left. I'm gonna cross my left leg over the right. Don't sickle the ankle, just like when we did that glute stretch last week. Now I'm gonna sit on that particular butt cheek. And I'm gonna just roll a little bit, and I'm looking for pain and knots and tightness, and So I'm just going to roll on those and try to breathe into those and relax, right? Fast forward. Oh my God, I'm healed. Let's do the other side. And crossing over and really getting on that cheek. And just looking for pain and soreness. Not so much on this side. It's not so bad. All right, one more after this, guys. I want to address the quads. So here, we do it differently. Coming on to the floor like this, the roller is under the thigh, and I want to start from the very top all the way to just above my knees. Looking again for knots here, Now I'm going sort of straight up the top of them. I can kind of open up a little bit to get to the inner thigh a little bit more. Looking for, oh, there's a little sore spot there. Feels good. And then you can put your feet closer together and sort of let them come out a little bit again to try to get the outer part of the thigh like that. Looking for pain. All right, so that's pretty good. We found a whole lot of little spots that needed some love. So next time, I'll show you how to use it on the back and here and all of that, and it'll be a nice way to sort of finish up the segment on foam rolling and self-care. So this is excellent, stretching and rolling and all this good stuff. Really helps with the recovery. So anyway, that was it for this week, guys. This is Friday's Fitness Corner. I'm Jeannine, we're at Studios Fitness and Dance, and we just learned how to foam roll. No excuses! See you next week. Bye!